So far, all 5-star characters in Genshin Impact have a special elemental burst animation, except for the Traveler of course, while 4-star units aren't as fortunate, although there are some exceptions like Barbruh. To think this aspect of the game, here are the best elemental burst animations in Genshin Impact. At number 8, we have Ganyu's Celestial Shower. So there was the time when Ganyu was the top DPS in Genshin Impact. That time has changed ever since the burst meta started to become more relevant. Ganyu is still highly used, of course, especially in the Morgana team comps, where her elemental burst shines the most. Ganyu summons a Frost Ball and lets it ascend as it rains ice shards down on enemies surrounding her. It is said that Ganyu coalesces atmospheric frost and snow to summon a sacred cryo pearl that exorcises evil. At number 7, we have Yaemiko's great secret art, Tenku Kenshin. While Yaemiko is a bit underwhelming when it comes to DPS, her design and personality make up for all the lack of damage. With her skill, she summons 3 fox turrets, saying that she'd rather let her minions do the job than do it herself. It seems that Hoyoverse captures her sassy demeanor even through her abilities. When casting her ultimate, Yaemiko's eyes shine purple as she reveals her sky Kitsune form and wields lightning itself, unleashing thunder to strike down her enemies from above. At number 6, we have Ayaka. It's her Kamisato art Sometsu. So Ayaka's elemental burst Kamisato art Sometsu is one of the most hard-hitting bursts in Genshin Impact. Not only that, but it is also one of the most visually beautiful ones. Ayaka touches a sword, slowly turning it into frosty leaves. Then she unleashes a blizzard that will continuously slash the enemies it hits. The elegance of Ayaka's movement during her burst animations give her character further grace. If that's not enough, on Ayaka's second Genshin Impact constellation, she sends 2 more snowstorms that enhance her burst visually and damage. At number 5, we have Keqing's Star Wars Sword. Any anime fan will love Keqing's elemental burst animation, cause Keqing will light her sword with her elemental powers before blending it into the shadow of her blade, striking her enemies from everywhere with her lightning speed. As she swiftly lands her thunderclap blows, the purple color will dominate players' screens. In addition to all that, Keqing's speed isn't just visually beautiful, but it also translates on the battlefield. Keqing goes invincible for some time during her burst duration, which is understandable considering how fast she is moving. At number 4, we have Diluc's Dawn. Infusing flame into his sword, Diluc covers his claymore with pyro as it releases a large phoenix, moving forward and knocking back enemies in its way. The phoenix looks magnificent as it covers the entire view while moving away from Diluc. After flying for a short period of time, the phoenix will then ascend, leaving fire and chaos all over the field. Diluc's elemental burst, Dawn, is easily one of the most visually beautiful bursts in the game. Even after the phoenix leaves, Diluc can still fight with his pyro-infused claymore for a few more seconds. At number 3, we have Kazuha's Slash. So Kazuha places his hands on the sword hilt and slowly unsheathes his swords. He then slashes with the force of the first winds of autumn, creating an anemo field of leaves circling around him. Kazuha has the perfect elemental burst with its absorption effect. It has an anemo colored scheme at the start. Then when his burst comes in contact with electro, pyro, hydro or cryo, its colors will change based on the element it touches, creating a spectacular view. It makes having Kazuha on the team so satisfying because of how diverse his burst can be. At number 2, we have Zhongli's Planet Befall.
I will have order.
Without a doubt, Zhongli has one of the most popular elemental bursts in Genshin Impact. His Planet Befall burst is similar to Madara Uchiha's Tengai Shansei Jutsu that he used against the 4th division to obliterate them.
Man, it's so unreal. What the hell is that?
Whoa, this is way out of our league.
Is this the power of a god?
In Zhongli's version, he stands with his arms crossed as the meteor falls down on the large area in front of him, petrifying them and turning them into stone statues. This part is highly iconic in his character trailer, where the best drops as he said, "I will have order." And finally at number 1, right in Shogun's secret art, the Moshu Shinsetsu.
Now you shall perish!
During the first teasers of Inazuma, when players first witnessed the Raiden Shogun's pulling her elemental burst out, it literally broke the internet. The Raiden Shogun is actually a Polearm user, but when she enters her Mozo-Ishin state, she draws a sword from her chest to become a sword user for a few seconds. The Electro Archon also gains a completely different auto attack animation where her hit seems faster and more intimidating. What's fascinating about her burst is how the entire sky changes into a voided eerie sky, and her braid and sword bow shines throughout the whole duration. But what do you guys think? Which character's elemental burst animation is the best? Comment down your opinions below. And now, thanks for watching.